Good morning, it's Miss McGarry, and today's lesson is reading an analog clock. Now you guys might say an old-fashioned clock. I know nowadays you guys can look at your phone or at digital clocks, but you still need to know how to read one of these. So I have a little mnemonic, that's a memory trick, for how to learn to read an analog clock. First, look at the small hand, which on my clock is red. That is the hour hand. It will tell you the hour. Whenever it's pointing up to the 12, it's an even 1 o'clock. Look at the little hand for the hour, so it's pointing to 1. That gives you your hour. Up on top, o'clock. Say it with me. Up on top, o'clock. So when the little hand's on the 1 and the big hand's on the 12, it's 1 o'clock. If we move the red hand to the 2, it's 2 o'clock. Notice the yellow minute hand is still up at the 12. So now it's 2 o'clock. Always look at the hour hand first. Now it's 3 o'clock. Up on top, o'clock. We move the red to the 4. It would be 4 o'clock. We move the red to the 5.
Go.
Hour hand on the 5, but the minute hand is up on top at the 12. It's 5 o'clock. Hour hand down at the 6, but the minute hand up at the 12. It's 6 o'clock. Up on top, o'clock. The minute hand is longer than the hour hand. Remember, always look at your hour hand first. So this pointing down to the 6, minute hand up at the 12 would be 6 o'clock. But when the minute hand goes down to the 6, people used to say half past. This means a half hour has gone by. When the minute hand is down to 6, it's always going to end in 30. So I say down and dirty, 6:30. If both are pointing down to the 6, it's down and dirty, 6:30. Remember, always look at the hour hand first. So if the hour hand is pointing to the 1, lead with the 1. But if the minute hand is down at the bottom, it would be now 1:30. Down and dirty, 1:30. Down and dirty, 2:30. Hour hand at the 2, minute hand down at the 6. Whenever the minute hand is down at the 6, it's going to end in 30, 2:30. Then this would be 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. And when they're both pointing to the 6, 6:30. Let's try some. Look at the hour hand first. That's the red one. It's on 10. So what would this be? Think. That's right, 10 o'clock. Little one at the 10, that gives you the hour. Up on top, o'clock. So that's 10 o'clock. How about this one? Look at the small hand first. That's the hour hand. That gives you the 9. Up on top. That's right, 9 o'clock. But what about, wait for it, if I put the minute hand down to the 6? Well, now it's down and dirty, 9:30. Notice the 9 is pointed to by the hour hand, but the minute hand is now down at the 6. Down at the 6, down and dirty, 9:30. Always look at the hour hand first. Now, ordinarily, I would break this into several lessons, but since this is review for many of you, let's get a little trickier. When the yellow or the minute hand is pointing to the other numbers other than the 12 or the 6, each chunk between numbers, and a big word for chunk is an interval, each interval from number to number is equal to 5 minutes. This is where counting by 5s comes in handy. So you still would look at your hour hand first. It's pointing to the, that's right, the 12. 12:05. Each chunk or interval is worth 5 minutes. So 12:05, 12:10, 12:15, 12:15, 12:20, 12:25, 12:30. Watch the minute hand only. Like I said, if you know how to count to fives, you can read an analog clock. My hour hand is now moved to 7. The hour hand is going to stay on the 7, but the yellow minute hand is going to move. So 7:05, 10, 7:15, 7:20, 7:25, 7:30. 7:30 would look like that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If we were to keep going, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 7:55 would look like this. Well, that's time in a minute with Miss McGarry, aka Miss Allie.